Let's talk about conformity and the AQA spec. So conformity is a change in someone's behaviour or opinions as a result of a real or imagined pressure from a person or a group of people. So conformity, let me ask you a question first. Do you ever wonder why you might change your behaviour with some people and not with others? Do you wonder why, like, with your friend group you might be acting a particular way compared to when you're at home? And yeah, that's it really. So we had a researcher, Herbert Kelman, who found 3 ways people conform to the opinion of the majority. So basically 3 ways people may change themselves to change their opinions so that it would relate to the majority. So one of them is internalization. So this is an internalized change. So this basically means your private and public views are changed as you accept the group. So publicly and privately change as they accept the group. So internalized change is when you so for example, if your friends are all vegan, at home you may eat vegan food because you agree with your friends' choices, and you kind of internalize this change and you eat vegan food at home as well as in public. So for example, in the canteen you might be like, seeing your friends eat food, eating healthy food, you might be like, okay, I'm going to eat healthy food as well. So identification is another way people conform to the opinion of the majority. So we publicly agree and there is no change to private views. So you value the group and you identify with them. Blimey, my handwriting is very messy. So you don't need to agree with everything, but you do publicly agree. So you might be like eating vegan food with your friends, but at home you don't have to eat vegan food. You may have like your occasional meat burger. So identification is like when you identify with the group. So if your friends want to for example, wear pink on Mondays, you may conform, and you may wear pink on a Monday, and then when you're at home you may not, I guess. So yeah, so a lot of you find identification in schools actually. You may be like, because one of my friends, she was into K-pop, right? But I don't think she was 100% of a K-pop fan. So she only was a K-pop fan to fit in with the group. But yeah, she didn't agree with everything. Like, she probably didn't listen to music a lot. So yeah. So it's in Bardio's prison experiment. So there were 2 groups. That you got the prisoners and you got the security guards. I forgot what they're called. But basically, they let me think. They conformed, so they publicly were like taking on their jobs. So yeah. So compliance is when you go along with the majority. It's a superficial change, and the change tends to be temporary. So the behaviour stops once the group pressure stops. So Ash's line experiment, for example, he conducted an experiment where there were 3 different types of lines. Wait, let me show you. Okay, so if I got this line and then I got this one. Okay, for example, that's the main line. Can you find which one's similar to this line? She might be with a group of people, loads of different people, and they might be like, oh yeah, surely this is the same size as this. You may not agree, but because of the group pressure, you might be like, okay, yeah, even though you technically you agree with this. So it's kind of a temporary change. So yeah. There are advantages and disadvantages to Herbert Kelman's experiment. So I remember there being a disadvantage. So I'll find their names later, but basically, okay, I think his name is Gerald. Wait, where is it? It's not in here. No. I think maybe I got my head of myself. Oh yeah, that was in Ash's research. Yeah. So basically there was a limitation part to do with this research. I think it's someone in Spencer. So they disagreed with this experiment because they tried it on people in the UK. So they tried it on UK engineers and they disagreed because they got the question right. So yeah, hopefully this helps because I was so confused in psychology with this. So yeah, bye.